sports. It's in the game.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
They met in back-to-back Super Bowls in the 90s, and they're together again. The Cowboys and Bills are underway.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Hey, kill! 47! Switch it, hey!
And Dak going to start out going to the air.
And his first pass is incomplete.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10.
Hey, 47! Hey, kill!
Gallup in motion right.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds.
A big play here for Dallas. And even 50 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard taking it in from the 20.
And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Bills nothing.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen eluding the pressure right. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook.
Only a couple there as he'll be. About the 28.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you. and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground. So now on 4th down, Sam Martin on to punt for Buffalo. Kevontae Turpin deep for the Cowboys. Taken from just outside the 30. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
First down, and it's Pollard again. Running right through him. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Here's Pollard again. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 82 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Here we go. Kill. Here we go, 46. Here we go, kill. Guns.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
26.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 12-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And
he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now Allen throwing on second down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Buffalo.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and second down. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. Allen now looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 64 yards. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed, because let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. It usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Here go 46. 26.
Second down, Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
Here go 46.
Pollard will take it up the gut. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
54 wide.
The tackle made back at the 44.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Here's 3rd and 7.
That's a gain of 7.
Prescott to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That's good for a Cowboy.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
But with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards 1. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A good pickup there, a 22.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first and 10, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
First down, Prescott. They're throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
To the air again, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. Down the left sideline. He may go. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 71 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Oh, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Prescott looks to throw on first. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Prescott. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 31-yard line.
137 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Cowboys 24, Bills 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Now Allen going to change it up.
They'll try the middle. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Allen now on 1st down. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. That pass is caught by Hardy. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Allen to throw it. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Allen off the play fake. Steps away to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it.
There he goes, right side. There he goes again, and he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down at the 25-yard line. Wow, 213 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Hey, kill.
They toss it down to Pollard. Down to about the 23. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Throwing, Prescott. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
They met in back-to-back Super Bowls in the 90s, and they're together again. The Cowboys and Bills are underway.
And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out.
And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. Well, how's that for an early storyline? Some people are asking the ushers where their seat is, and boom, we've got a score on the board, a fumble return on the opening kickoff.
And this is where all the tailgating groups are looking at each other saying, maybe we need to get to the stadium just a little bit earlier next time.
But, man, those bratwursts, they're good, Charles. They're good. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
There on the return, very costly, not what you need when you've just surrendered the lead.
Not at all, because this now has a chance to really snowball on them quickly. Their offense was on the sidelines talking about getting on the field and getting that score back.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They run straight ahead here with Pollard, and he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Second and 9 at the 16-yard line.
Here we go, 46.
Now a give here to Pollard. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run with Pollard. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Pollard not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6.
Now the Bills will take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to one remaining. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run with Pollard.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen being chased out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. $23 yards the pickup there.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that would